All right, so welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another brand new video. Today we're talking about women, spiritual women, dating, the dating market, and dating as a spiritual being, dating as a spiritual human being. These are just my thoughts. These aren't things that I know for a fact. Some things that I have strong beliefs in, strong opinions with, but this is not. I'm not an expert on this field, so this is just basically going to be. Expose, you can say, or just me sharing my thoughts, my opinions, my beliefs. So don't take this as I'm not an authority. Don't take this as truth. Like when I'm talking about spirituality or spiritual ideas, I know it for a fact, pretty much, and anything else is non-existent. But today I'm going to share with you some things that I don't know about. So what is the Dr. Rob beef? Okay, what happened with Dr. Rob? So yesterday, we joined a Discord conversation, and we had a huge 1 hour length conversation on how it is my preference to, in the future, when I'm dating somebody, for that woman to be a virgin. That's my preference, my personal preference. That's what I like. Or that's ideally what I would want. And Dr. Rob really felt hurt by that, felt betrayed by that, had a huge temper tantrum on why that happened or why I think this way and how dare I. And doesn't he thought I was spiritual, and he thought that I can't upload that video, and he said this is just absolutely insane and ridiculous and absurd, and how dare you have these beliefs of you wanting to find a virgin wife in the future? How dare you? I thought you were spiritual, he said. Well, I am spiritual, and this is a spiritual thing that I'm saying because when you're intimate with a woman, when you're having sex with a woman, you exchange energies very deeply. So somebody will ask me if I'm a virgin. I'm not a virgin, and I'll explain that. So you exchange energies very deeply, and I'm not interested in being intimate with a woman that has opened herself up to another man. And that's my personal preference, okay? So this doesn't mean that you shouldn't do this or you should do that. I'm not telling you what you should do. That's very, telling people what they should and shouldn't do is very childish or irresponsible or immature. Immature is the right word, not childish. It's immature because it doesn't work like that. Life doesn't work like that. Even if the person knows that they shouldn't do something, that it's bad for them, like smoking, you telling them that you shouldn't do it, well, it really won't help. So yeah. So you can be a good example for others, but you can't really push them along because they're just gonna fight you back. Somebody says very idealistic, but respect. Yes, so it is a very idealistic thought and perspective. But women that are, adult women, there are women that are virgins. And there are women that are looking for not just a random hookup and not just some fling here and there or some guy to have sex with and then just go and do whatever they're doing. So I know that's happening, and I also don't want that. I'm not interested in dating women. I'm not interested in seeing them temporarily and figuring out how it goes. I'm not going to participate in the dating market at all until the right woman meets me. And I'll know within an instant if this is the right one. So would you pick your nose and eat it for $6? Well, send it to me and then I'll let you know. This is not rage bait. This is just me sharing the truth and what I believe to be is the truth. So if you're a woman and you made choices in your life, that's fantastic. And I hope you find a happy man and you spend the rest of your life with being happy, being blissful, being married, and feeling very happy. I'm just telling you my personal preferences. And as a woman, I'm sure you have personal preferences as well. Meaning the guy's height, the guy's weight, the guy's body type, the guy's bank account. For sure you have preferences in that. And the guy's level of status. These last two are very important. How much money he has and what kind of status does he hold on planet Earth. So who am I to go and say, how dare you? How dare you want a powerful, rich man to date? Don't you know that other men are poor and that's okay too? How dare you? No, it's your personal preference. You choose whatever you want. It's my personal preference. So somebody paid me $6.99 to pick my nose and eat my booger. I didn't agree to it. I said I might do it. So instead of me eating my boogers, which I haven't done since I was a little kid, I'm just gonna tell you a quick story that I don't pick my nose. I blow my nose with a tissue if something needs to be done, but I keep my hands clean, like unlike some of you nasty people. So you're living on planet Earth, you're living in civilization, and you're touching surfaces. So better you not to get your fingers dirty with your bodily fluids and then touching surfaces and making others touch that and then putting it into their eyes. So I don't pick my nose. When I'm in the shower, I blow my nose out, and in the shower, if there's things in there that needs to be taken care of, I take it out and then I wash my hands. Other than that, I don't pick my nose. You'll never catch me picking my nose in the street or in a car or in my house. Either I blow it out with a tissue paper or I blow it out in the shower and I pick my nose in the shower and then I wash my hands, and that's it. And that's what I would recommend you do. So this is just the basics of taking care of your hygiene as a human being, meaning washing your hands after you take a shit and you take a piss. Like I was in Australia, listen to this, okay? You're gonna be disgusted by this. I was in Australia in a hostel, and sometimes I would be in the common men's bathroom brushing my teeth, and I would observe men going to the stall taking a shit, going to the stall taking a piss, and well over the majority, the vast majority of men, after they took a shit, wiped their ass, maybe even got feces on their hands, and then they just leave. They just leave the bathroom without washing their hands at all. And I thought that was sick. I thought that was absolutely disgusting. I was disgusted by these people that were there, and that made me desire having a mansion somewhere secluded and not having contact with human beings in that way. That would be my dream. Somebody said send $50. If you sent $50, I haven't seen the message yet, but we'll see in a second. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about women and sexual preferences and the dating market and value in relationships. So this is why Dr. Rob and I fell apart, and because yes, a mansion, what is so hard to believe about that? So this is why Dr. Rob, my friend, broke apart, because yesterday I had a call with him on Discord and I was discussing how is my preference to date a virgin woman, an adult, healthy virgin wife, and I'll marry her and we'll make children and we'll spend the rest of our lives with each other. That's my preference. And then people thought that it was absolutely ridiculous and absurd. How dare I have these beliefs? How dare I have these preferences? And Dr. Rob was just absolutely appalled and disgusted, which I thought it was hilarious and very funny how immature his perspective is. And he was really getting butthurt that that this is happening, that I'm saying all these things, and the rage was coming out of him. And just a few minutes ago, he said, oh, I can't talk to you anymore because how dare you platform these opinions and beliefs? How dare you have these discussions? Don't you know this is not spiritual? My energy is very potent. How dare you? So look, the basics of the fact of the matter is that you as a man, you have to work on your value, okay? You're not like a beautiful lady. You're just a beautiful lady and every man finds you attractive and every man wants to go towards you. You're not like that. Maybe if you're a beautiful man, then you might be one thing, but still, you have to work on yourself as a character. I was misled, essentially scammed, and thoroughly disappointed all at once. Pick that nose, you dingus. What's on your forehead? This is Vibhuti, ash. My friend, if you rewind, I said I will consider it. I wouldn't just pick my nose. And then I gave you a profound story to help you understand why eating my boogers is not sensible, but here. Okay, that should be sufficient. Regardless, moving on, there's no way I'm recovering from that after picking my nose as a spiritual teacher and a spiritual leader, so I might as well just quit my career while I'm ahead and delete this video and make sure to clip this part out. But regardless, we keep going. And in 20 years, when I'm on the news for me doing something very positive, they're definitely gonna clip that and show it to everybody. So you're welcome. Okay, for $6, I just ruined my career. Shout out to you. So you as a man, you have to grow in your value. You actually have to consciously go and strive and build your personality. You have to build your character. You have to build your charisma. You have to build your status. You have to build your wealth. You have to build your body. You have to build your physique. You have to build your social circle. You have to build up your life. You have to increase and become more valuable. And then when a woman sees that, oh, he's valuable, then a woman will choose you and then you live happily ever after. That's how the dating game goes. So I'm not a Hindu in real life, and we're still talking about women and why I don't know why it's so difficult for men to understand or people to understand that I genuinely think this is how it is, that men desire a woman that hasn't slept around with other men. That's, I think, a preference for a lot of men. And sometimes when I ask men this, they're like, no, this is not what I think. This is not what I feel. I don't really care how many people she's been with. And that's fine. That's your personal preference. I'm not telling women what to do, what they shouldn't do, what they should do. I'm telling you my personal preference, what I like. And this is definitely not what I like. I wouldn't want my girlfriend or my wife or the woman that I'm dating to go and have slept around with 10 men or 1,000 men or even one man. That's too much. It's too much. So I want to feel special in the way that the woman has not just squandered that opportunity and gone to some man and slept around, and then now she's with me and I'm the next guy, I'm the next rebound. Oh, you're cool too. Oh yeah, we're gonna spend some time. No, I want to feel special. I want to feel, yeah, intimate with her, and knowing that that hasn't happened yet. So maybe I'm living in a delusion. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm stupid, but I don't think so. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. But to desire a woman that's a virgin is in itself a value that is subject to evolve. I don't know what you mean. You have a question regarding this. Can you help me? Send it to me the question. Send me the question. I'm not a hater anymore. Yeah. So yeah. And also as a man, it will be better and wiser for you to be a virgin as well. I mean, I wish at least I was a virgin. I'm not a virgin, unfortunately, sadly. Because in my earlier years, I thought it was very important for me to get rid of my virginity quickly. God forbid that I'm 25, 26 years of age, and then I call myself a virgin. And people discover that I'm a virgin, and I'll be pointed at, and people will make fun of me and laugh at me. And that feeling of that potentially happening in the future, I was willing to do anything and everything possible to destroy this, to destroy my virginity. So go and sleep around with some woman. And I did, and the first partner that I had was just some one-night stand, and I thought I was really successful. No, I was a miserable failure. Why did I do that? It would have been far better for me just to relax and stay away from women and build my value as a man, to go out, to acquire money, to acquire resources, to become a more charismatic man, and then for me to be a powerful force in the world, and then for a woman to be attracted to me naturally. And then she would choose me. And then that's it. There's no hard work involved. There's no going and approaching. There's no dating in that way. Yeah, it's just very natural. That's at least what my perception is. So somebody had a question here. It's hopeful to hear somebody would not want a virgin too, I believe. It's hopeful. Yeah. You fumbled the story, bro. I don't know why I fumbled the story. I'm willing to be debated on this. I'm challenged on this. You're welcome to join my Discord. And I was with a girl and we were both virgins, and I suffer trying to get back into seeing any woman. It's affected my life and ruining opportunities. What do I do? Well, I mean, once you make the choice of sleeping with a woman, then you're no longer a virgin, and if you're an adult, you just go and live life. It's not really an issue. It's just, we're talking about personal preferences. And why am I saying this? Because the sexual act and dating and relationships and women and marriage is a sacred thing. It's a very important and potent thing. And why is it potent? Is because you spend your life with this person. You're intimate with this person. You're living with this person. That's a big feat. That's a big accomplishment. And you help each other out, and you build together, hopefully. You make children together. You produce the next generation of people. That's a significant thing. And you have to choose your partner wisely. And naturally, you would want to have preferences, right? If you're a woman, I'm sure you're looking for a powerful, masculine man that can take care of you, take care of your child. That's very natural. You wouldn't want some bum off the street, at least I'm assuming. So why can't we both have these preferences? And also, it's your choice who you sleep around with. It's your choice. It's not something that you're born with. Like women care about a man's height. That's something that he's born with. But your choice as to who you sleep around with is not something that you're born with. It's something that you choose. So, yeah, we should make some good choices, and yeah. What's the white thing in the middle of your eyebrows? This is called vibhuti, or sacred ash. It's ash that's been ground up by rice and left in a consecrated space, and I apply it to enhance my perception, increase my perception. So somebody has questions. If you have any questions, I'll take your questions now. Write them down below. What entities do you summon, bro? I summon myself. So, yeah, this is talking about dating. We're talking about all these things. And what is my thoughts on Jews? Yeah, one of the world's religions is Judaism, and good stuff. So I just came here to give you a dislike. Have a nice night. Thank you very much. Your engagement also matters, so I appreciate it. What are you, agent of the light or agent of the dark? I'm agent of neither, or both. I pity your lost soul. Well, I'm sorry that you're pitying something. If one places value on virginity, it naturally becomes important to not waste someone's virginity. The real world will balance your motive and lack of experience. That's correct also. I'm glad you mentioned that. So if I value a woman's virginity, then naturally I wouldn't want to go and sleep around with a person that is just waiting for her husband. And I've had opportunities like that. A woman that's waiting for her husband and she's never slept with anybody, never dated anybody. And I thought that was very respectful. And I also knew at that moment that this is not my woman. This is not the right woman for me. Meaning like chemically, energetically, spiritually, biologically even. And she's waiting for her partner. And that was very admirable. And so, I wouldn't want to destroy that possibility for her just for what? Just for some sensory pleasures one night or doing some silly thing with her. No, if I know that this person is making that choice, then I'm not going to pursue that. And I hope that I hope she's strong enough to resist that as well. Not just for me, for anybody. So this is, I think this is sensible. So, but again, I don't know. I'm willing to be educated on this. So let's see, somebody else had some questions here. As a woman, I find it disrespectful. What do you find disrespectful specifically? Be specific in your communication. That's why we need to communicate better as human beings. I have no idea what you mean. I'm not a mind reader. I like you so much, better than the other guy. Thank you very much, remember? Shout out to you, subscribe. Yes, bro, don't give up your purity. Don't do it. Yes, well, I mean, that's getting into dangerous territories, but yeah, we'll talk about that. So, value your purity. Some men value the purity. Yes, that's true. So men don't value this inside of themselves way more than women do. I think women have more of an innate understanding because you can get pregnant. A woman can get pregnant, and it's a serious thing. A man can't. So a man will go out and you sleep around with women. That's also disrespectful, by the way. I wouldn't want my daughter dating some guy. It doesn't matter how attractive he is. It doesn't matter how tall he is. It doesn't matter how rich he is. If he's just some playboy and he's going to spend some time with my daughter, maybe a week or 2 or 3 or whatever, just for pleasure's sake and they're having fun, what are you doing, buddy? Like, grow up. Get some maturity in you. Go to war. Go to the battlefield. Go do something. Instead of wasting my daughter's time and, and then breaking my daughter's heart. What are you doing that for? If you value my daughter, if you think she's beautiful enough and you like her enough and she can support you as a man, then just wait. Let's leave the physical aspect of it out. And then you spend some time together, a month, 2 months, 3 months, and see how well you work together. If it's so intense and you just love each other so much, then fantastic, go for it. But I don't think that's like that, okay? It's mainly your hormones that's springing up, and you just want that lust to be taken care of. So men, yeah, I appreciate that, Omar. Why is it disrespectful? What's the reason? Exactly, yeah. Please tell me your opinions. Read some Harry Miller, Embrace of Humanity, yep. Can women who aren't virgins get married with a man who aren't? Yeah, I mean, it's your choice to who you may get married to. If you're a virgin or not a virgin, it's really up to you. So, yeah, so men need to pay attention to this more. Men need to respect themselves and respect women way more. I know it sounds very beta and very simp-like, saying, oh, you should respect women. Yes, you should respect women. You should respect women, respect women's choices. You should respect women's, dating something, yeah. So don't just go and sleep around. Some of these men that are going to nightclubs, that's a very low state of mind to be in. Don't do that, okay? That's not needed, that's not necessary. Again, as a man, you grow in your value and the woman will find you attractive and choose you. Why did you choose Shivaism sect? I didn't choose it, really. It chose me. Shiva came to me and massively changed my life. Can anyone tell me what is the time in UK? Somebody can tell you that. Jesus becoming, what's your favorite player by modern man that wasn't in the Bible? Why Hinduism or Christianity? It's 1040. I value science of life and making my life better. So if Christianity had the tools for my awakening, I would go towards that. Somebody says, my wife is having me evicted on the 1st. Her and her mother are extremely abusive and narcissistic. Yeah, again, this is why I'm saying this. This is why this is so important for all of you to hear, and for men to hear this, and for women to hear this. Because you choosing your partner is so significant. It's so important. Who you spend time with, who you choose to marry. Because this one decision will literally have the potential to ruin your whole life. So who are you going out for, huh? Who are you choosing? Some guy you met in the complete darkness of a nightclub? Oh yeah, and my hormones are flared up. Yeah, let's just go and pretend to make babies. Nothing can go wrong out of this, right? No, a lot can go wrong. Let alone the STDs, you can get pregnant. The guy could be some psycho, wacko job. You could fall in love, in quotes, or your hormones are so bounding you together, and then 2 weeks later you realize you're both crazy and you're both ruining each other's lives. So better you take the physical aspect out of it for a long time and just spend time with each other. I have to mention this, so I'll read your comments in a second. I was just seeing some girl recently, so dating, you could say. I met some woman, we both had attraction towards one another, and she was here in my bedroom, on my bed one day and one night. And I'm looking at her and thinking about this situation that's happening, and I'm thinking, there's no way I'm gonna do this. There's no way. This is not the woman for me. The best outcome from this is to just have sex with her for a while. I get some pleasure out of it. We'll both get some pleasure out of it. And then we'll leave. And what would have done? What would that have achieved? What would be the... why? And all that would happen is me bounding my energies to her energies. And once we separate, there would have to be a cleaning process that I would have to overcome. Oh, now I have to clean this person's energy out of me. And why did I do that? For some temporary pleasure, some pleasure. And more importantly, I don't even want to involve myself with this woman. Even though physically she's beautiful, she's fit and healthy for reproduction and whatever your biological signals go towards her. You know, she's got nice curves, etc. Even though physically I want to do this, emotionally, energetically, spiritually, mentally, I don't want to go into this person. I don't want to look into her eyes when I'm making love to her. And that's a serious thing. That's a big thing. Don't you as a woman want to find a man that you can gently, comfortably look at each other's eyes without even having physical or sexual contact with each other and feel safe, feel relaxed, feel calm, knowing that this person has your best interests in heart? I think that's very reasonable. So we all want this. We all want intimacy, and you can't be intimate with people that you don't like. Sure, you can have sexual attraction towards that person, and you can go have sex with the other person and get your hormones to be flared up. But what does that do? Some temporary pleasure. Inevitably, that's going to wear off, and then you're going to find the next person. And why are you doing that? So men and women are supposed to help each other and not just go around and, yeah. Dude, okay. Premarital sex does not decrease your value as a human. If you've been rejected by a man for having sex, that doesn't make you damaged goods. That's correct. You have much worth. That is absolutely true, and I'm glad you said that. So your value doesn't belong to who you slept around with, or if you have made these choices or those choices. Your value as a human being is your value as a human being, and it's innate. But that still doesn't mean that the opposite sex, the opposite gender, won't have preferences for you. For example, if I'm a man and I'm rich, and then my choice is to get rid of all my wealth, tomorrow I just give it all away to the monks. And then that's my choice. It doesn't devalue my humanness. My humanness is still valuable. But socially, definitely it devalues me, because now I have no resources. Now I have no action to do things with money. And it wouldn't make sense for a woman to choose me as well, because I have no money, I have no resources to provide for her and for her children. So in that way, it does diminish your value in some sense, what choices you act upon and what actions you perform. So don't get rid of your money, men. Money is important. So, all right, so now we have 100 people here. If you're interested, I would love to open this up to a discussion because you're here commenting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pin a Discord link, which is a public group conversation we can all talk. And if you join, I will allow you to turn on your mic, to turn on your camera, and I'll record the conversation as well, and we will talk about it. And if it's good enough, I'll post it on YouTube. So I don't know everything. If you have different discussions, if you have different ideas, I would love to hear them. And if you want to challenge me and if you want to be a part of a spiritual community, there is a Discord link. So I just pinned it. And again, we're talking about dating, we're talking about spirituality and the dating market and whether men and women should value certain things and have preferences toward one thing or another. And again, the reason why this topic is coming up is because my so-called spiritual friend, who I thought was spiritual, I told him this, hey, this is my preference. I would ideally like a woman that has not chosen to sleep around with anybody, that's a virgin, you know? And he was appalled. He thought it was absolutely absurd. How dare I believe this? How dare I think this? He thought I was spiritual. Oh my God, I thought you were spiritual. How dare you have preferences for who you want to marry? Isn't it just all the same? No, it's not all the same. So, somebody says that I'm on drugs. I'm not on drugs. My people are dilated because I'm talking fast and I'm high energy. I don't take any kind of substances. You're very smart. I'd love to call on a stream just to restructure a discussion for Christian perspective versus Hindu. Grandparents are Hindu and what? Yes. So the Discord link is pinned. If you have things that you want to discuss, if you want to challenge me, go to the Discord. And right after this live stream is over, I'm going to be on there and we're going to be talking face to face. And you can challenge me on anything and everything. Please tell me the time. Well, I'm in Bali. I'm in Indonesia, so the time is a little bit different for where you are. I bet you drink mushroom coffee. No, I don't, actually. I don't even drink coffee because coffee is a nervous stimulant. And nervous stimulants are bad for your body. So you're better off not taking stimulants. You're better off just gaining energy through your breath, through meditation, through sunlight, through positive pranic foods, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes, and not drinking coffee. Coffee is like throwing gasoline on a fire. It stimulates it for a while, but there's no real fuel added. So you're just hurting your adrenal glands, or you're hurting your body. What's your belief? What do you stand for? I stand for being a positive, healthy, happy human being, and for men and women to respect each other and to choose each other for the right reasons. So what's your religion? I don't really have a religion, but I embody the techniques taught in Hinduism. That's what I value. So if you valued this discussion, if you benefit off of it, I'm supported by your generosity. So your donations is what feeds me and what fuels me. And if you choose to reciprocate, if you choose to donate, I would highly appreciate it. You can do so via Super Chat. That's literally how I'm going to eat today. So I don't have a job, I lost my job, and I'm deciding to pursue this spiritual career of being an online beggar, sharing my spiritual wisdom, sharing my spiritual ideas and beliefs, and talking to all of you. And in exchange, if you want, and if you have the capability to do so, send a donation. And that, I think, is very fair. So I'm supported by your donations and generosity. I don't understand why you seem so much different than usual and pupils are strange. Well, because right now there's not much light and my pupils naturally get dilated to absorb more light into my eyes. That's why my pupils are dilated. I love everything that you're saying, smart and respectful to you, bro. Can I ask your name? My name is Shiva. My name is what you see on the Discord or on the profile picture. So what is this? I'm talking about men and women and the dating market and virginity, whether men prefer women that have a low body count versus a high body count. Do I believe in Bhagavad Gita? Yes, I do. Are you a Buddhist? Yes, I am a Buddhist. And if that's important, and if that's important for you to what kind of value you have in the dating field, and if it's appropriate for you to have preferences. So if you're a woman, is it appropriate for you to have preferences based on the man's height, the man's weight, how much money he earns, what kind of status does he have, and also for a man, how beautiful she is, how healthy she is for reproduction, how many men she's seen before you. These are all, I think, very reasonable. And I think it only goes one way, where women should have all the preferences. Women have lots of preferences, and they're not debated. But when men have preferences, it's always misogyny, and how dare you say that, and don't you know we're all equal? Well, yeah, we're all equal as human beings, but our value is not equal, meaning I can do something that you can't do. Elon Musk is not as valuable as me. Elon Musk is way more valuable than me in society's eyes because he does more than me. He provides more value to life and than me, to human beings than me. Somebody says we only have the morality of our choice. We don't really choose in life. Choosing a virgin girl is a luxury that most men cannot afford. And the pandemic, Well, I mean, it's your choice. It's your choice who you spend time with. It's your choice who you date. It's your choice who you sleep around with. And yes, you can have preferences. And I think men prefer women that are more modest, you can say. Modesty is not the right word, but women that don't have a high body count, that have a lower body count. And it feels strange for me to say this. Why is it so strange? So I'm trying to break through this kind of sound barrier, break through the ice, and say, yes, as a man, I prefer a woman that is not going around and dating men and spending time with men. I would want a shy, quiet girl that just values me and wants to spend time with me. That's all that I'm saying. Saying I want a virgin is odd. Why is that odd? I don't understand. So if you think it's odd, I'd love to hear your perspective. There's my Discord link. It's pinned. The Discord link is not working. Well, that's bad news. Let me repin it. And if you join the Discord, then we will have a spiritual discussion. And it's a spiritual Discord group where lots of spiritual people join. And we all talk every day, basically every day. And we have all kinds of spiritual discussions, including this, including men's sexual preferences or women's sexual preferences or the dating market in general. So here, click on this link. It should work. I mean, if he's a virgin too, it doesn't see how that's weird. Yeah, and also, I wish I was a virgin, you know? Men shouldn't be afraid of their virginity either. It's okay if you're a virgin as well. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be shy of that. Don't try to lose it quickly. Your value as a man doesn't decrease if you're a virgin or not, okay? If it's your choice, that's one thing. If you're just, lost in the sauce and you don't know what you're doing in life and you have no value as a man and you're super shy, you can't even talk to a stranger, a man, a friend, barely, then let alone a woman, then that's another thing, okay? So as a man, if you're, 18, 19, 20, whatever you are, don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry to go and lose your virginity because you're somehow going to instantly become more valuable. You're not going to become more valuable. You're just going to become like everybody else, just following along the crowd, following along what everybody else is doing. No, the woman that you choose to spend time with in the future is going to value that you chose not to do things that are rash or, not appropriate. So here's the Discord link again. Let me know if it works. And so your opinion, most people should just wait until they're married. It's not even about marriage, you see. Marriage is just a social construct. Marriage is just something that we've invented. We shouldn't wait for marriage or wait for something. We should wait in general. And if you meet a woman, just talk to her. Just get to know her. Just go on a date with her. Go and see how she's like in different environments. And what will happen slowly is you realize that you actually don't like her that much. Maybe you're just attracted to her body. And that's okay. After like a week or 2 weeks of dating her, you realize, oh, I just actually wanted to sleep with her and nothing more. And that's okay. Maybe you can sleep with each other if you both want that. And that's fine too. But if you're looking for something more, if you're looking for something deeper, if you're looking for somebody to spend time with, years with, or even make children with, that's a decision that you have to take very seriously. And you shouldn't just jump into the next person that, wants to be in the bedroom with you. That's what I'm saying. So what we're going to do now, there's 135 people listening to me and watching me and me talking about my ideas. And all you can do really is comment. So if you want to actually have a proper discussion with other spiritual people on this topic, my Discord link is available. It's pinned down below. And if you join me on the Discord, you'll be able to talk to me face to face on camera or on audio, whatever is your preference. And then we'll actually debate and we'll discuss this. And I'll record it and it'll be very valuable for others to hear. So this is not a one-sided thing. I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything. I'm just a beginner at life, even though I've lived here 3 decades. I'm still figuring it out. I'm still open to learning and open to life. I'm not making any conclusions, thinking that I know something or I don't know something. That's very foolish. So I can be challenged, I can be made wrong. What do you think about morals and dogma or Albert Spike? Yeah, this is not a morality thing, okay? So morally, who you date, how you choose to date, who you spend time with, if you're going around and sleeping around and you're dating people, dating men, dating women, it's not a moral issue. It's a social issue. It's your own personal issue. It's your own personal preference and choice. So is my eye color real? Yes, it is real. I'm not wearing contacts. So yeah, I'll give you a few more minutes to join the Discord link, and if you want to donate, I highly appreciate your donations as I'm sustained by your generosity. I am feeding myself on the generosity and the donations of others. So if you want to choose to donate to a spiritual beggar like me, I will eat food based on your donations. What's your opinion on marriage? Marriage is a good business contract for the government to not take your stuff. Basically, it's for children. Marriage, I'm assuming, is made for children's protection. So that's why you would get married if you want to have children. If you want to raise children, marriage is probably a good idea. But maybe get a prenup. And that's what marriage is. But marriage is no way obligatory. Nobody is obligated to donate to you. That's correct. Nobody is obligated to donate to me. But if you feel out of the kindness of your heart and the generosity of your being, I've spoken for almost 40 minutes now, and I've shared some ideas that I'm sure benefited some people. If you want to reciprocate, that's very natural to do so. And if you want to do that, you can do that via Super Chat. I would greatly appreciate it. I want to offer myself to many people and talk to you on your service. Where do I put this, General? Where should I put? You should join the Discord. It's right here. And after this live stream is over, I'm going to go to the Discord and talk to all of you. It's going to be fantastic. What's your opinion on gay marriage? Fine. If you love somebody, what difference does it make if you marry them or don't marry them? So what you do in the bedroom is for, as consensual adults, is not really any of my business. You do whatever you like. People actually take these people seriously, yes. This feels very culty. Well, this is why we're not, you see, as human beings, especially as Westerners, we're not exposed to spiritual leaders. And the only spiritual leaders that you have been exposed to is people that you see on the news and the media when they do something wrong, or they go and misuse people or mistreat people, or actually harmful people that use their charisma and lead people astray towards a damaging life. So I'm not telling you to suspend your belief. You should think critically. You should be very questionative. You should question everything. And if I can't provide you adequate answers, then you shouldn't follow me. You shouldn't pay attention to me. Not just me. I'm not here building some cult. Anybody. You pay attention to life. You open yourself up to receiving new things. And yeah, that's very natural. So don't make conclusions and be open to life. So somebody says, to want a virgin partner as a non-virgin, it's hypocrisy. I wish you luck to finding someone who wants such a superficial preference. You don't need anyone else to make you feel special. Know your worth. Well, I mean, I understand why you would say it's hypocrisy, but still, that's my preference. And there's over 3.5 billion women on planet Earth. So I'm sure there's a woman that won't care about that. That's my opinion on Sadhguru. You have paint on your face. It's not paint, it's sacred ash. So we're going to go on Discord. If you have anything to debate me on, if you have anything to challenge me on, we're going to go on a video call, a voice call, and we're going to talk to all of you fine folks. I'm going to record it. It'll be for my YouTube channel. Have you gotten the money from churches that gave money to you? No, churches don't give money to me. I'm sustained by the generosity of people. So if you wish to donate to me, it costs me approximately $9 to feed myself for one day. So if you want to donate food for me for today, I would highly appreciate it. Opinion on sensual seduction. Yeah, I mean, it's great. Somebody donated $2. Leon, thank you very much, my friend. What's your opinion on hyperbole/agartha? Hyperborea. I have no idea what those things are, and I can't Google it right now. Maybe you can explain it to me, and I'll answer your question. So somebody says, you have a bunch of people not worried about spirituality on your server, though. I say anything and am laughed at. You have a bunch of people not worried about so this is the thing, this is another misconception people have, is that things are spiritual, things are not spiritual. We're just here to live well as human beings. I want to live well. I want to learn the techniques of how to treat my body right, how to treat my mind right, how to be how to be happy as a human being, and what to eat, how to sit, how to stand, how to walk, how to breathe, how to do everything, how to treat this technology, which is the most advanced technology, the best way that I can. And I'm learning the techniques to do that. So yeah, I don't know anything, or I don't know everything. $9 a day, wow, 1 cup of noodles only. No, I live in Asia right now, so $9 is all it takes. So if somebody wishes to contribute $3 or $4 more, that will go towards me feeding myself for today. Thank you very much for your kind donation, €1. That will definitely feed me 1 pie, that's for sure. So thank you, I highly appreciate your donations, and I'm always filled with gratitude when people choose to donate, because This is because you're literally feeding my life. So nobody chose to explain what those words meant. Do you indulge in sacred herbs? No, I don't. I don't do any of those things. Do you come from a Judeo-Christian religion background? Yes, I do. I was born into Christianity. So get a job would help. I had a job, but I lost it. Now I'm pursuing this 100%. So amongst spiritual people, they don't charge for money. So you see, I don't want to charge for my spiritual practices. I still do. I'm going to try to do that. But ideally, I will share my spiritual knowledge for free for everybody, because there shouldn't be any barrier to spirituality. No, none at all. And for people that choose to donate, all I need is food and shelter, and that's very inexpensive in Asia. And that's how I choose to support my life. So I'm not here building a mansion on your donations. I'm here to feed myself and to provide a place to sleep. That's it. Jesus died for our sins. Yep. So let's see. I'm doing a stakeout in my car and I can't stop. Okay, I can't read your comment. So this is how spirituality is, my friends. There's nothing that's spiritual. There's nothing that's not spiritual. We're just here building ourselves as human beings. We're here to try to evolve ourselves. We're here ultimately trying to be happy. So if you believe in Bhagavad Gita, which is fully Vishnu, how is it that you also believe in Gita when you're Shiva? What do you actually believe in? So this is, if you really want to understand the truth, thank you very much for your donation, $9.99. That will feed me for one full day. I highly appreciate your generosity, and that will go towards me sustaining my life. So that's not a small thing. You're literally keeping me alive with your donation, your small donation generosity. This is, I'm very happy, and this is very needed. And I give many blessings to you. I wish you the best in life, and I wish all obstacles in your life to be instantly removed. Thank you, I appreciate it. Somebody asked me, what is the difference between me believing in Hinduism versus me believing in Shiva? Well, it's not a matter of belief. You see, belief means you actually don't know something, but you're taking it upon faith. Either some authority told you, or you have strong faith or strong belief in something, but it's not a matter of belief. It's either you know something or you don't know something. And if you don't know something, just be courageous enough to say, I don't know. And not knowing gives you huge possibilities, because if you don't know, you can actually look at life and perceive what's actually happening. So there's three fundamental layers to the existence. There's the creative process, the creation, or the Hinduism called Brahma. There's the maintenance process, or the maintaining of energy, which is called Vishnu. And there's a destruction energy, the destruction process, which is called Shiva. So these three basic fundamental realities of existence are what's happening and what's keeping the entire universe alive. So it's not a matter of belief. This is just observable reality. What do you think pineapple on pizza? I mean, what other toppings can you add on pizza other than pineapple? Pineapple is top tier. If you wish to donate a vegan pizza to me, I would highly appreciate it. And by the way, I only eat a vegan diet. So your donations will go to support plant-based living. I'm not here injuring and harming living beings for my diet. I completely agree we should explore the assets in life. Why would we discuss in this Discord rather than send memes with no substance? No, because in the Discord, you can join a voice call, and there's 25 people maximum there. And you can turn on your camera, you can turn on your voice, and we can talk face to face. The meme side of it and joining the little discussions based on text is irrelevant. It's meaningless. So what we will do after this live stream is over, if you click the Discord link, you'll be able to join basically a Zoom call, essentially a Zoom call, where you can all turn on your camera if you want, and we can go back and forth and discuss and debate. And I would love to do that. But Bible says to eat meat though. Well, that's fine, whatever. Again, this is about making conclusions. This is a spiritual insight and wisdom that I can share with you. Don't make conclusions. Just because an authority said something, it doesn't mean it's true. You should investigate it for yourself. Just because it's in the Bible also doesn't mean it's true. You should look at life through your own intelligence, pay attention to life, see what's actually reasonable. What's not reasonable is me paying a butcher to go and kill an animal because I want the taste of flesh in my mouth, and the animal had to suffer and die miserably. So I'd rather choose not to do that. I want all livings to be peaceful and happy and be free from pain and free from suffering. So I can't fund that. I can't fund that process. So instead, I'll just go eat plants. I'll just go eat mangoes, which I'll eat today. That's your donations will go towards me eating mangoes, and some broccoli, rice, tofu, green beans, and olive oil. That's what I'll eat. If you want to support me on that diet, please consider sending a donation. And thank you very much if you donated already. What's your opinion on the right versus left-hand path? Well, it's funny because in magic and the occult, we're talking about the occult sciences now, There's the left-hand path and the right-hand path. On the right-hand path, there's like 2 things that you can do. On the left-hand path, there's like 108 things you can do. So the majority of things is just how to do things badly. That's the left-hand path. That's just occult and mysticism and using energies for whatever reason. The right-hand path is a more stable thing. It's a more sensible thing, even though it's not as extreme and as elaborate. But you don't want to mess around with these energies because it takes a toll on you, and it always you have to sacrifice something always. So it always takes a toll. So I have muted this live. I won't even have the demon's name spoken in my house. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. So you believe you're the ultimate arbiter in true and false. I don't know what that means. So are you a vegan? Yes, I am a vegan. So I support a plant-based vegan diet, and I don't support animal cruelty. Thank you. Question: you can't believe anything is 100% real. Evidence does not support the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Wouldn't this lead to at least an investigation into Christianity? Yes. You believe in Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior? Sure, why not? One who differentiates between Lord Shiva and Vishnu, they are not true believers because both are gods, are none, they worship, okay. Are there any religious leaders that you respect? I respect Sadhguru very greatly. And my friends, if you care about happiness, if you care about wisdom, if you care about living well on this planet Earth, you would be very wise. You'd be very well to go on YouTube and type in Sadhguru and just watch some of his videos. Don't believe, don't go join his cult, don't do X, Y, and Z, none of that. Don't be a member of his society, whatever he's doing. Just listen and pay attention. And then if it's reasonable, you apply it in your life and you experiment. If it's not reasonable, you throw it away instantly. And I'm willing to bet that man is arguably the most reasonable and sensible man that's alive on planet Earth currently. Somebody says that veganism comes from being spiritual elevated. That's correct. One supports animal cruelty just because people eat meat doesn't mean that the animal were killed in an unhuman way. So a lot of people have misconceptions and confusions about animal killing and veganism and supporting a meat diet. Every animal is killed in a cruel way. It doesn't matter what kind of way you kill the animal, it's cruel because killing is cruel. Nobody can kill you humanely. The essence of humanity is all-inclusiveness. It's to help everybody evolve and strive and be happy. And we don't want others to suffer, and we don't want others to be in pain. That's why we don't eat a meat diet. That's why we eat a vegan diet. I don't want that. I don't want suffering on others. So just because I want to taste the pleasure of eating meat, it's not a good excuse for me paying somebody to kill an animal on my behalf. This man, God is not to be confused. Yep. Let's see. Thoughts on non-duality or Advaita. There's a separate... Yeah, non-duality is good. You have to meditate and perceive the ultimate nature of reality. So go to Cambodia and preach veganism. Okay. Is Sadhguru vegan? Yes, Sadhguru is vegan. Sadhguru loves Jesus Christ very much. I agree. Sadhguru loves Jesus and I love Jesus. Jesus appeared to me many times. Jesus is a fantastic being. Have you heard of... Yes, I have. What do you have to say about Agori eating human, but it's wrong to eat animals? Yes, Agori is a path that is called, well, the taking the ugliest things in life and taking it part of yourself. It's not really, you're not going to get to well-being by doing that. That's what I'm saying. That's a path. They are doing that to destroy their minds, to destroy their likes and dislikes, but that's not something that I would encourage. You want to eat healthy foods. You want to eat normal food that is well integrated into your body. And the simplest food that you can eat is fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes, and all of its varieties, alive, fresh food. And if you absolutely must, if you're in a survival situation, then animals are fair game as well because, well, that's just how life is. Don't Agoris mostly devoted to Shiva? Just because they're doing something doesn't mean I encourage them, and I don't want them to go and kill human beings and eat them. No, they should not do that. That's unethical. So I don't support what they're doing. Just because a plant can't communicate doesn't mean it doesn't feel pain. Plants are alive, yes, but if I take a carrot and I cut a carrot in half, and then I take a bunny rabbit and I cut a bunny rabbit in half, they're different experiences. So a bunny has a pain receptors, it has a nervous system, it has a brain. A carrot doesn't have that. Even though a carrot is alive, but not nearly in the same way. It's not sentient. That's what we're talking about, sentient life. So I support sentient life to live life naturally. What's your ethnicity? I'm Ukrainian. Do you believe Jesus is God? Yes, I do. Do you think semen retention is beneficial practice? Yes, I'm a big proponent of semen retention. Semen retention is one of the most valuable things you can do as a man. And if you are a young man, an adult man, and you're seeking to be more attracted to women, semen retention is the number one single most potent and powerful practice you can do. It'll make your charisma better, eye contact better, your energy will increase. I have a semen retention course on my website. It'll definitely help you to sustain a long streak, 3 years or more, like I have been. I've been going on. So, Ukrainian, wow, you look so Irish. Well, I appreciate that. Judging is, okay, so let's read some of your comments here. You need to follow nature and society, okay. Jesus, God, I believe, no, I don't believe everything that's said in the Bible. So if Shiva is not reasonable, then you don't follow him, and if he's not following this God. Shiva is not something that I read in a book or read in the Bible or read in the scriptures. Shiva is a tangible experience for me. Like air is a tangible experience for me. Like sunlight is a tangible experience for me. So it's something I can't turn away from because it's a part of my essence now. It's part of my identity. It's part of my being. And yes, I'm not here to do unethical things to others. I care about the well-being of everybody. Are you selling any dolphins? No, I don't. Shiva's everything, I think. Yes. LGTB supports. Yeah, thank you. Can you please explain further? Runana Banda, that's a very good thing. So the original topic of this discussion was about dating and the dating market and whether you should date people that have chosen things that you don't prefer. And is it really such a big deal to go out and meet somebody for the first time and go and mate with them, spend time with them, sleep around with them, have sex with them many times? What that does is it intertwines your energies together. So that person's energies and your energies will mix, and you'll take that person's energy into your body. That's very difficult to let go of. That's why when people have been together for 30, 40, 50, 60 years, they start to look like each other. Their energies become mixed, intertwined. And also couples that have been together for 20 years or 30 years, and suddenly one of them dies, the other one tends to die in a similar time. I'm sure you've also noticed this. It's because the energies become intertwined. Also, if you've been around somebody for long enough and they die, even though logically you may think, okay, everything is impermanent and everybody dies, and you don't logically feel sad, your body will go through a shedding process because you've imbued your own energy into that person, and that has to shed. So this is what we call about Runana Banda, which is like basically a bondage, energy bondage. So you're energy bondaging yourself every time you sleep around in a one-night stand or just a casual relationship, and that has to be broken apart, that has to be shed, which is a very difficult process. And if you're not spiritual, if you're not perceptive enough, you're not going to sense this. So people that have slept with a lot of people, they're kind of like lost inside of themselves. They have a muddied energy. It'll take a lot for them to cleanse this and get to their own essence. That's why yogis don't encourage you to sleep around with people. You can, it's not a moral issue. You can do whatever you like. You can do all sorts of things, as long as it doesn't impede on others. If you're not hurting other beings. But that's what we mean. We don't want to imbibe unnecessary energy that we have to process afterwards. So let me read some of your questions now. So NASCAR, Jeff Gordon, I'm not sure. If you believe in Jesus Christ is good, why would you believe in... Because the Bible was written by a bunch of men and not Jesus. And Jesus, 400 years after Jesus was born, some guys wrote about Jesus. So we actually don't know what Jesus said either. So what else are people saying here? This is called the broken heart syndrome. You see mixed faith and signs, which I totally support, and you're lacking something. So it's not about science, it's about deep perception. It's not about science, it's about perception and seeing clearly through life. So when you mow fresh grass, we love the smell, don't we? But don't you know that the smell of stress and death is a fair grass which shows up? Yes, plants don't. Look, again, if you cut a grass and you cut a chicken, they have different experiences. Grass doesn't have a brain, and it doesn't have a nervous system, and it doesn't have pain receptors. It's alive, it's a life form, and unfortunately we have to eat plants to survive because we're the most intelligent life form that exists on planet Earth. We have to eat. It would not be kind and compassionate to this one. It would not be kind to the Creator's work, making you the most evolved life form, if you're just wither away because plants are alive. Yes, plants are alive. And the plant food that wants to be eaten on this planet is fruits. Fruits actually want you to eat them, and they're not hurt by it. Hey, the fruit tree is screaming at you, please come, please eat me, please pass my seeds along. Plants are not the same. Like broccoli doesn't want to be cut necessarily, but still we cut it because we want to eat it. So that's why we sacrifice eating sentient life, because they have a brain, they have a consciousness, and the bondage of their energy will also go into you. So you will become like the animals you eat. If you eat pigs, the energy of that particular pig, the personality, the feelings, the emotions, the pain that it experienced upon its death will go into you, and you'll have to process that in your meditation. That's why yogis don't eat meat. That's why spiritual people don't eat meat. It's not because it's been written somewhere or this or that. Once you reach a certain perception, a certain depth of perception, you understand this within your own body, that this is hurtful for me, this is harmful for me, this is not going to help me to perceive my ultimate nature. This is a barrier, this is a bondage. So naturally you sacrifice it. Like you wouldn't put bricks into your backpack and start climbing a mountain. That's a hindrance, that's hurting you. No, you throw the bricks out. So it's not a moral issue. It is a moral issue to kill animals. But eating meat is not a moral issue. It's about, mind science. I'm praying for you, bro, now. Thank you very much. I'm praying for you as well. What has Jesus said when he appeared to you? Yeah, I said that it was a long time ago. Basically, encouraging me, and it's not even about him saying something. It's about him showing me my presence. So if I think a gory is eating human flesh, it reminds me of the verse of the Bible that says, "We're in a human sacrifice, would you have to?" So we shouldn't kill sentient beings for our taste pleasures, okay? Maybe for our survival it's one thing, but not for our taste pleasures. And right now you can survive on a plant-based diet and be very happy, and science has proven that you can be extremely happy on a plant-based diet, much more happy than eating carcinogen meat. So if you're in a survival situation, I would understand, but don't kill sentient life for your pleasures, for a pleasure. Only because rabbits can speak doesn't mean that the carrot is not screaming. Carrots also scream, but we can hear it. Not in the same way, my friend. Yuri is laughing, donated 100 rupees. Thank you very much, my friend. Future of Hinduism. There is no forced conversion will increase or reduction future. It will increase massively. Hinduism is the next thing. It's the thing because it's science. It's science. So we have science that made technologies like my iPhone. Hinduism is a science. There's no belief involved. You don't have to do any rituals. It's just, how do you sit? Right now, I'm sitting in the ideal way. My legs are spread to the maximum surface area. My spine is straight. This is a science of the body. Hinduism is all about the science of the body, how to live well, here and now, not somewhere in some far destination that you don't even exist, some heaven. So I bow down to Hinduism. And thank you for your donation, my friend. That goes to support my life. If you wish to, if you choose to donate, if you choose to support me financially here, the food will go towards me eating a plant-based diet and me feeding myself. That's where the donations go, is towards me feeding myself. I'm providing a service, I'm teaching spirituality. If you think this is valuable and worthwhile, please consider donating. Thank you very much. Only because the rabbit can't speak doesn't mean, no, the rabbit can speak, it's screaming. If you try to kill it, it screams pain and agony. And also blood flows out of it. A carrot doesn't experience that, okay? So please, for the confused people, let me tell you a story. Okay, this happened once. This happened in New York City. Apartment building was on fire, blazing, red hot fire. Thankfully, all the people came out, and the firefighters approached and asked the homeowner, "Hey, is there anybody in the building?" And said, "Yeah, there is. There maybe my dog is in the building." And the firefighter straight in, ran in through the door. Fire blazing through the door, but he didn't care. He ran straight in. A few painstaking moments went by, and the homeowner was just terrified. And the firefighter comes back with a ficus plant, okay, a plant in a ficus plant with a pot, and he's holding the ficus plant, and he says, and he hands it to the homeowner and says, "Here you go." I said, "What about my dog?" And the firefighter says, "No, plants feel pain too." This is a little joke or an anecdote for the confused people. Plants are not the same as animals. Land animals are sentient, are conscious, are aware, have pain, have feelings, have emotions, have cry. Plants don't experience that in the same way at all. So it's way worse, 1,000 times worse to end a sentient being's life than it is to cut a carrot. Okay, please open your eyes. And that's not an excuse for you not to go vegan and not to be cruel to animals. So please go vegan. Yeah, fish are the same thing. Fish are fish are animals, and they feel pain and they suffer, and so you should avoid eating them as well. What's your opinion on working with demons and dark entities? Not so much a love. Yeah, so my opinion is for you to stay away. Don't try to work with any of these beings, because if you go into that territory, you will sacrifice your own prana. You will sacrifice your own life energies, and you'll become darker as an outcome. So it'll hurt. It's not a sane thing to do. If these beings approach you and they want something from you and you kind of can work through that in that way, that's another thing. That's not the same thing. But you going into the mafia pit trying to work with them, buddy, you're going to get yourself in trouble. Don't do that. So where do I get my vitamins? I take supplements. The animals that people eat, they have to be fed supplements. So why don't I just take supplements too? Supplements are not the devil. Supplements are just a good thing to do. When you say Hinduism is a science, doesn't that make you an atheist? No. I'm not an atheist, I'm not a theist, I'm not an anything. I don't know. Whatever is happening is happening. If I have direct perception of something, I'll perceive it and I'll know it. But I'm not taking people's word for it. Oh, please, you have to believe this and you have to go and pray to the church because otherwise you're going to go to hell. No, it's a scare tactic. I just ate myself. What will happen to me? I don't know what will happen to you. Bronies balance all of his chakras aligned. Thank you. What is your ever for last date on your forehead? That's a good one. Yeah, join the Discord. So my friends, my throat is itchy. It's been 1 hour since I've been live streaming. If you choose to donate, I would highly appreciate you. Please consider reciprocating for the value and the energy I've put forth. If you find this valuable and if you want to, you can consider donating a super chat. I would highly appreciate it. Otherwise, we're going to go to the Discord. And basically, it's a big Zoom class or a Zoom call. Anybody can turn on the camera. Anybody can say whatever they want. And we're going to have a big spiritual discussion, a big group call, a group class. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to be there right now. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And if you have things to say to me about the Bible or about Shiva or about Agoras, or if I'm contradicting myself, you can call me out. I will record it and I will upload it to YouTube. Would you say there was a problem with dating eggs? I'm not sure what that means. I use a stake to seek peace through meditation and retreats, but I found peace until I found Jesus. Yeah, shout out to Jesus. Jesus is a very peaceful being. So, would you say there's a problem with... No problem for the sarcastic message. You don't trust what other people say about God, yet you want people to trust you. It's not a matter of trust. You don't have to trust me. You can take what I'm saying, and if it's reasonable and it makes sense, you apply it into your life. If it doesn't, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to pay attention to me. I'm not seeking your trust. So you can go to the Discord and you can expose me. And if you expose me, if you say things that are definitely wrong, I'll still upload it on YouTube, and I'll make sure everybody sees, because I'm here pursuing the truth. I'm not here to boast myself or pretend some sort of high mighty guy. I want the truth. I'm interested in the truth. And if it means I'm wrong about something today, I'm happy to disregard it. I'm happy to throw it away because I care about the truth. The truth is the highest authority in life. Authority is not the truth. You need vitamin B12, exactly. And animals need vitamin B12. That's why they get fed B12. And I eat B12 as well. And B12 isn't sourced from animals. It's sourced from bacteria. Thank you very much, my friends. So Mr. Devam On donated $9.99 or $10. That will feed me for 1 day. Thank you very much. Your donation, your generous donation has fueled me for 1 day. I highly appreciate your donations. I wish you the best of luck. I wish you lots of love and good fortune in your life. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. If you choose to donate to me, I will highly appreciate it. Thank you for your donation. I'm supported by your generosity. I'm supported by donations. And I'm here sharing my spiritual knowledge and insight. And if this is not valuable, you don't have to donate. If it is valuable, please choose to donate, because this is literally how I feed myself and how I stay alive. And if this doesn't work out, then I'm going to have to go get a job. But I know this is valuable enough. I know this is worthwhile enough. I'm worthwhile enough to share my perception and share my spiritual knowledge and insights and teach spirituality for free. And in exchange, if you wish to donate or if you find this valuable, you can support me. Thank you very much. Shambho. In case anybody is wondering, for starters, take Shiva for omega avocado nuts and for B12 supplements, spirulina. Yes, so chia seeds, flax seeds, avocados, nuts are good for B12 supplements, and spirulina, quinoa, legumes, beans, lentils. Yes, all these things are very good to eat, very healthy, and you don't need to kill animals. We can leave animals alone. Thank you very much. So I have a friend who promiscuous. How can he cleanse? Well, he can cleanse through burning sage. He can cleanse through lighting an oil lamp in his room like this and just allowing the energy to burn off. It'll take some time. Sometimes. Can I ask you a question? You can ask me any question you want. A job would be beneficial. This is my job. So this is much more valuable than a job. I can provide way more value to people's lives than me going and flipping burgers or me packing boxes. This is way more valuable for human well-being. And if people find this valuable, they will support it. And if they don't support it, then I guess it's not valuable enough, and I'll go find value somewhere else. Animals are here so we don't have to eat each other. No, that's not true. So we're gonna go on Discord and we're gonna do a spiritual live call, a Zoom class, a big Zoom class. We're going to talk. And if you have things to say to me, if you want to ask questions, we're gonna be there right after this. And I'm gonna record it as well. How old are you? I'm 30 years old. Who hunted a golden deer in one of your books? I'm not sure what you mean. What do you know about vitamin K2? Don't know much. Yes, finally, I tell him. Yep, so too old to not have a job, LOL. No, I had a job, but I lost my job, thankfully, and I decided to pursue this full time. So I know I can change and transform people's lives very deeply on an energy level, not just through words. I didn't read books. Spirituality is something I've embodied. So this is something that I know very deeply. It's your friend trolling you. Why does he act so weird? Yeah, he is trolling. Do I have any books written? No, but I'm writing one book right now. I'm in the process of it. So I was vegan too. Shout out to you. You should go back to eating vegan because we don't want to kill animals. What's on your forehead? It's called vibhuti or sacred ash. So I'll answer a few more questions. If you choose to donate, if you've chosen to donate, thank you so much for your donations. I will reciprocate to you in another way, in an energetic, spiritual way. And thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting my life. I always feel grateful after the herb, fruits, and the method of, I'm not sure what you mean. Feel forgetful after, yes, so don't consume plants, don't combust plants into your lungs. Smoke does not belong into your lungs. Keep a sober mind and body. That's the best way to live life. And please subscribe. If you find this valuable, please subscribe. I'm going to be doing this every day and sharing with you. You're going to get clarity by watching my videos. Please look into vitamin K2, okay? He was too old for his job, so they fired him. That's incorrect. It kind of worked out that way. So that's it, my friends. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to see you on the Discord. The Discord is pinned right here. You can join and you can participate. It's going to be a big Zoom class, basically. That's what Discord is. And we're all going to talk face-to-face, directly. You can unmute your mic and you can all talk. And it's going to be a fantastic experience. It's going to be very, very beneficial for everybody. And thank you for all those that have donated. I thoroughly appreciate it. I highly appreciate it. I can't tell you how much I thank you. And I'm just overfilled with generosity, and my heart opens up every time I see somebody donate to me because they're supporting my life. Made his coin time to go. Nope, that's incorrect, but I can't talk anymore. My throat hurts, and I've exhausted all the energy that I have for this topic. But I'm gonna be doing this every day. I'm gonna be live streaming every day. I also post videos that are worthwhile to watch because it will enhance your perception and open up your mind to new possibilities. Yuri is laughing. Shout out to you, my friend. Donated 40 rupees. I need a quantitative video on future of Hinduism. All right, that's coming up. That's coming up. And Yuri was my first name. Yuri is the name that my mom gave me. So shout out to you. I'm laughing. I'm smiling. Yep, so I'm going to see you on the Discord call. We're going to talk about spirituality. We're going to open up the debate to everybody that's here on this video. And I'll see you soon, my friends. I'm going to end it in just a few more minutes. Thank you very much. Please subscribe. If you find this valuable, please subscribe. I do this every day, and you're going to enhance your perception by watching these videos. What's the topic about? Scam, or somebody's calling me a scammer. If you want to share your truth, I'll be happy to hear it on the Discord. So Discord link is right here. We're gonna join. We're gonna do a big group call. Okay, what is vitamin K2 and what is it? Now I'm interested. Yes. Thank you very much for joining, my friends. I wish you many blessings. I wish you good fortune and a long life. I wish all the obstacles in your life to be removed instantly. I wish you to have peace, happiness, joy, and good fortune in your life, and for all the wonderful things to happen to you, things that you know about and things that you have no idea about, the most wonderful things that you can ever possibly imagine, and even more than that to happen to you. and may we all live happily as beings on this planet Earth. Shambho. I'll see you on the Discord. Click the link. Goodbye.